What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron Forex Scott shooting this quick video to go over some key points in learning how to trade Forex. I know some of you guys have been following our posts inside the Winner Circle group. Some of you guys may have been looking or searching on how to learn how to trade Forex in a consistent manner, whether it's through YouTube, whether it's through one-on-one mentoring, whether it's through Imarketslive, CPSP Global, the Powerhouse Group, wherever you're trying to learn from your information from. I just want to share with you that Forex is an ongoing learning situation. You will always be a student. You will always have things that can enhance your trading career or your trading abilities inside of the market. I've been trading for almost 3 years now. There's been some ups and downs. I've made money, I've lost money. My main goal is to learn the skill set. That way I can become a seven-figure trader in my near future. Not only that, my mission is to help and serve other people like you that are looking at this video or watching this video, to help them understand the process of reading the charts, understanding the market, and how to profit based off of the trends and the movements in the foreign exchange market. What we're looking at right now is the Wyckoff logic. Shout out to the Powerhouse, Courtney and Clint Eastman. They have been leading the way and teaching us some very valuable key points on what we need to look for in the foreign exchange market. Now, a lot of people teach us that we have to look left, the patterns repeat itself, technical analysis, support and resistance zones, things of that nature, which is very useful. But there's other things that you need to know in order to trade like a professional. If you want to trade with the banks instead of against the banks, because we have to face the facts, and the reality is that we're up against powerhouses inside of the market. You can either be the prey or you can become the predator. But if you are the prey and you don't know why or where you're looking at in the market, or you don't know why you're taking a certain trade, whether it's based off a signal or a technical analysis, you can get caught up in a trap and you will be eaten alive by the market makers and the market movers inside the foreign exchange market. So there's certain things that you have to understand on top of your current knowledge, which may be technical analysis, chart patterns, things of that nature. One of them is volume. If you don't understand volume, get in contact with me today. I can share with some things with you today that will help you understand why volume is very important when you're trading Forex. But right now, I'm gonna get into this video because recently I've been going through a cohort training inside the Powerhouse Group, and they've breaking down volume. They've given us some books to read, things of that nature. And what you're looking at right now is the Wyckoff logic, where price falls into two different stages: the accumulation stage and the distribution stage, as you're looking at right now in this video. With this knowledge that I'm learning, I've been watching the charts, I've been studying the movements of the price, and I witnessed the distribution phase right in front of my eyes. And I'm gonna go through to show you the actual pictures that I did screenshots as it was going. I was taking screenshots so that I can show you how effective it is once you understand how to read the market. So this is the Wyckoff logic. Wyckoff is a master trader from decades ago that has knowledge on how to read and understand the charts way before the charts became electronically traded or digital. But this is his logic. You have the accumulation stage down here. This is what we're looking at right here, the distribution phase. I'm about to share with you a distribution phase on GBP AUD. It was on a 1 minute chart, but once I started seeing it happening, I broke it down. I looked at higher time frames, and I saw something very peculiar, and I ended up taking a trade, caught about 50 pips or so. But I'm gonna share with you exactly how this came about. So you see the buying climax. Once you get an uptrend, you have a buying climax, you get into your, we call this consolidation at the top. A lot of the times people get caught up in this phase. You will notice a lot of retail traders will see an uptrend happening, and they might have been a little bit too late, but they think, oh, I'm gonna miss a sale, which is greed. Greed is one of the key factors that the banks use against you. People start getting greedy, they jump in for a buy, they get caught up in the distribution phase, hit stop losses, things of that nature, and then it eventually drops back down for another rally. But this is your buying climax. You have your consolidation, you have your first breakout, which is a failed rally. It comes back into the zone, a retest. Then you have your low volume rally after it breaks the ice, and then it continues to mark down. That's exactly what the distribution phase is in a nutshell. But I'm going to share with you exactly what happened on GBP AUD. See, this GBP AUD on a 1 minute chart. This rectangular box is more so the consolidation. You have your distribution phase all in this area. You had your buyer's climax, which is here. As you can see, you got your buyer's climax. You had your failed rally, which is here. It initially broke. This is really the climb. This is really the phase right here. You had the consolidation all in this area. So you had a break, a failed rally because it came back down, which is here. You have your retest. And then after that, after you get your retest, you get the break of the ice. It broke the initial low. Here, you had a retest. This retest, it also showed a long wick on both sides, little to no spread. But there started to become high volume coming into the market on the downside. As you can see, you got a low volume rally, you had your retest, and then you had your market down. This is about 40 to 50 pip drop after the distribution phase. Where at this time when I took this picture, it wasn't 40 to 50, but it ended up going down about 50 pips after the markdown. And as you can see, you have your failed rally, you have your low volume rally after it breaks the ice, and then you have your effective markdown. Now, once I started seeing this, I dove deeper into the chart. I took it up on MT4. I took it up on TradingView because there's different things that I like to use from different platforms. And I saw something very interesting. First thing was, inside of my initial group, my Winner Circle group, we utilize a strategy called the PNBO. We go to break off of our PNBO, and we caught an initial 370 pip drop. I believe this happened Sunday or Friday. I'm not too sure. I believe this happened Friday. So we had an initial drop on GBP. It retraced once here, dropped again to create a double bottom. Matter of fact, yes, this was Thursday it happened. It created a double bottom, and then it retraced for a second time. And this is where we were currently at when I took the picture. But as you can see, this was a potential double top. So we already had an initial break of 370 something pips. We had two retracements. After an impulse move like this and a strong drop like this, you see the volume in this drop. After a strong drop like this retracement is simply a pullback. That's what I was seeing. So I was anticipating another drop to come back down to at least test the previous daily low or to set up for a triple bottom before it decides to go up. But at this point, I was looking for a reversal. So I pulled up my trading view chart, and I have some different indicators on my trading view chart. I like to look at volume. If you don't understand volume, get in touch with me so that I can get you inside of our group so that you can learn the importance of utilizing volume. Here we have our point of control, which shows on our volume chart. This was also near our break that we got from our PNBO. So both of those lined up. But then you had the breakout. After the breakout, again, here goes your first correction. Here goes your second correction. Now, with this initial second correction, when we saw the double top, just like here, we saw a large wick, an inverted hammer, which can also be a shooting star, which is a Japanese candlestick signal sharing that there is a reversal coming. And the very next candle, that's what happened. We got a reversal. This candle, which meets up at the previous top, which can cause a double top, it had little volume. As you can see, these candles were going up. We had pretty high volume here, but this candle was much bigger, had a much bigger spread than all of the previous three candles, but the volume did not match. So that showed that it was an anomaly in the market, which is basically a fake out. Also, on a volume chart, if you have a trading view, you can find a way where you can see how many buyers and sellers is in the market at a certain range. And at this range here, there were no buyers in the market. There were only sellers. So I was expecting price to at least come up to this area and to initially drop. That's what I was waiting for. So here we have the double top, just like we said before. This is now on a 15-minute chart. And now, as you can see, price started to react from that area where there were no buyers, and it started to fall. We also have a breach of the Bollinger Band in this area with an inverted hammer. You might not be able to see it in this picture, but this is a long wick with a small spread at the bottom, which is an inverted hammer, also known as a shooting star, which is a sign of a reversal. And that's exactly what happened. Not only that, we had a kiss and cross on our currency strength indicator right here, which is a signalizing that GBP is getting weaker and AUD started to get stronger. Being that we know that AUD is the stronger currency at this current time and GBP is getting weaker, we can expect a fall in GBP AUD. And as a result, as you can see, this is GBP AUD. This is the very high where we got the double top. I took my first trade. It started to drop. I'm utilizing it. This is my phone screenshot because I like to take trades on my phone. Um, so when I did my analysis on the computer on TradingView and MT4, I also went onto my phone. I noticed that the candle started to drop under my EMA, my moving average. So I jumped into the trade. I got a second entry here. We got our first cross over the water. I consider this my water strategy. Crosses over the water, which is my 50 EMA. I took another trade, and then as I caught the retrace and it retraced to the water as it started to drop down, I took about 3 more trades. So all in all, from the very top, this was a 50 pip drop. Now after this drop, right after we got into this area, I believe GBP had news at around 3 a.m. and honestly, it drove price all the way back up within about 15 minutes. But from trailing the market, I would have caught about 40 pips or so, 40 pips or so on this 50 pip drop. So my analysis definitely started to work out in my favor. Like I said, I'm still a student, I'm still learning. I'm currently in an exclusive training based on volume. So as I'm learning, I will be helping other people learn as well. If you're a part of the Winner Circle group, you already know what time it is. If you're not a part of the Winner Circle group, get in contact with me today. We have 2 separate ways where you can gain access. We definitely have a free membership group to where you can get little basic training, intermediate training. But if you want to learn like a professional, we also have an exclusive group where you can become an exclusive member of the Winner Circle group, the way you can become the signal. We have signal sources, we have tools, we have indicators that help you during the process while you're learning. But the main goal and the main mission is to create you and turn you into a profitable trader, turn you into the signal to where you don't have to rely or focus on anybody's help. You can learn the skill set needed. You can learn what to trade, why you're trading it, where it's going, and how to look at the charts. You'll discover the key points needed in order to trade with the banks, and therefore you can become the signal. So hopefully this video was about help to you to understand that volume is very important. Hopefully you get in contact with me today so that I can serve my purpose in helping one community, one family, one person at a time. I'll see you in the next video.